What is happening, Ola?
It's Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday. What is it, April 28th?
Yeah, getting close to semester being over.
Yes.
May 10th, last day of school.
You sound
forever.
like shit because of this allergy. You just all fucked up. You don't function. George does not function very good when it's like pollen outside. Nose is stopped up.
These lights are bright and my eyes hurt. But anyway, big news of this past weekend
was the NFL draft.
Yes.
What'd you think about it?
I think the Raiders are idiots. Collectively, as a team, you guys stink. Your management stinks. Your owner stinks. Whoever your scouts are stink. They drafted Darius Hayward-Bay, who on most people was wide receiver out of Maryland. Not hating on you, but you were projected as the 30th best player.
Yeah.
He got picked 7th.
All because of his combine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because of his speed. Yeah, the NFL's got to get away from that. The NFL has a history of picking these guys with speed, and it's not all about your speed. It's about how you run patterns and shit like that. And then they also have a history of picking fucked up quarterbacks that don't perform. You know, obviously the big thing was Sanchez. You know,
Jets went from what 13 to 4 to get Sanchez,
to 5 to get Sanchez because Richmond didn't get him.
Seahawks, no, they went with Curry.
Yeah,
smart.
Which I thought was smart because he is a man-child.
Yeah.
That guy is nasty looking. I think that's probably going to be the best top 5 pick of the draft, in my
Could be.
opinion.
Has potential to. I was shocked to see Crabtree drop all the way to 10.
Yeah.
And got picked up by San Francisco.
Texas Tech's coach was pissed.
Oh, yeah. He basically said that Crabtree's done more as a receiver than Mangini's done as a coach.
Right. And said that he's not. They said they didn't like his attitude when he came to visit
Mangini
Cleveland.
has a Super Bowl ring, right? Yeah.
Under
Patriot staff.
Yeah. Patriot staff. Yeah.
Thank you. He's a little bit better coach than Crabtree as a receiver right now. Head coach or assistant coach, I don't care. He's a little bit better of a coach than Crabtree as a pro receiver.
The problem is they said that Crabtree had a bad attitude, but what his coach defended him and said is that he's shy. He said what they don't understand is he's not a flashy player. He's not a prima donna and stuff like these other guys. And you would want a guy like that on his team. And he says he hopes wherever he ended up. Where did he end up going?
Who?
Crabtree.
Oh, San Francisco.
San Francisco. That's
so
right.
He's got a chance to. They said Jerry Rice lives 10 minutes from the training facility.
Oh yeah, he could be nasty. Oh well, Mangini. Anyway, my Redskins got the Defensive College Player of the Year,
Brian Arakpo.
He is nasty. Boy. I like that. I was happy.
Y'all went defense.
We went defense, man. We got 2 outside linebackers. Got one from Nebraska. I think we got one from maybe Toledo, and then we got a safety. So yeah, it was all about defense.
Redskins had a good draft. I think the Eagles had a good draft. We're not going to go over all the draft picks, obviously, but what we are going to go over is this weekend for all you boxing fans. And I know I've sat on here and said boxing this, boxing that.
Right.
But if I were to pay for a fight, this would be the fight to see.
Oh, Manny Pacquiao versus Ricky Hatton. I have not been this stoked for a boxing match in a long time. Big Ragu. Why you gotta go back and say Thriller in Manila? We gotta call.
I figured that was the last time you got excited for a boxing match.
Man, you about ready. George always gotta pull out my age into this shit. He's fucked up. But yeah, I'm excited about it. If you've been keeping up with HBO special 24/7 Pacquiao and 24/7, it's been a sharp. It's just been really cool to see those guys fight.
And I understand why all those MMA guys like Arlovsky and Tim Sylvia are going to Freddie Roach to learn how to box.
Yeah, because he's a nasty trainer.
Yeah.
Both of those guys are good trainers. Different philosophies, but both of them are good. Mayweather's awesome, too.
Nobody good at me knowing damn well I'm going to look at my ab, look. Come on, man. What the hell is all that
I'm going to tell you what, I don't give a fuck how he talks, man, because that motherfucker, when you see him working those bits, he's in shape.
That's
you see how quick his hands are,
yeah.
Pacquiao? So I mean, it's gonna be a great fight, man.
He's working with Hatton.
I mean, Hatton. Yeah, what am I saying?
Well, if I didn't
Freddie
correct
Roach
you, somebody out there would.
Yeah, that's right. Keyboard Cowboy would have done it. That's I'm all about
So big fight this weekend, but
who do you want to win?
I want Pacquiao to win.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like Hatton, but I'm pulling for Pacquiao just for what he does for his country and all the people around him.
Both of them, man. I was pulling more for Pacquiao, and now I'm watching. I'm kind of like it's starting like
I like them both.
I just I like them both, man, a lot. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Now,
anyway,
in the meantime, what we have to keep us busy is the NBA playoffs.
Well, actually, before we even get into the NBA playoffs, because I know you wanted to discuss this, Okay, guys, we need a politically correct disclaimer.
I'm not even going to be PC.
But we don't have an editor.
And I don't give a good goddamn, because let me tell you right now, Kyle Maynard.
Okay, first describe who Kyle Maynard is.
He is a gentleman who went and wrestled in college. He has an arm to about here and a leg to about here. So he's rolling on stumps. But hey, hats off to you. You had a winning record in college.
If you hung him up in the wall, what would you call him?
Art.
What about if you threw him in the leaves?
We only got 10 minutes.
Russell?
Yeah. So the thing is he wanted to venture into MMA, and all of us know in MMA you need to strike. Well, my man has no hands, so how do you strike? My feeling is on this, if I walked in the ring, I'd punt his ass out of it.
Right.
Go rock climbing or go swimming. Do something impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you got to admire the guy for wanting to do it, but the problem is, there comes to a point with him. I don't know if you want to consider it a handicap or not, but it hurts the other fighters unless you're just some ruthless fucking fighter that does not give a fuck.
I would.
But most people are going to be like, okay, what am I going to do? I mean,
punch him right in the damn face. Kick him in the ribs.
Right. I mean, and it's obvious that it's a stunt, man.
You can't get him in an arm bar. You can't get him in a heel hook. So you're either going to knock him out or you're going to kick him in the face.
And he can't wear gloves.
Right.
Because of the stump. I mean, and he can't win by TKO. He can't win by submission, I don't believe. I mean, maybe he can. I don't know.
What's he going to pin him?
It just makes no sense.
Anyway, give it up. Go do something else. You're making a mockery of a sport that Dana White and people like that have fought hard to get to where it is today, where you're getting a pay-per-view every month, where you're getting it on TV, where they're striking more TV deals as we speak. Right. I mean, Canada's getting all the pay-per-view events for free.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's...
Don't ruin a sport that's been fighting to get where it's at.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
So,
I mean, as much as I give it... Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say on to the NBA playoffs.
Yes, NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs. The big thing is basically the Lakers closed it out.
Cleveland closed it out.
Lakers and Cleveland closed it out pretty quickly. They just dismantled Detroit, and the Lakers just pretty much dismantled Utah. Then you got the Mavericks that are up 3-1 on the Spurs. You've got, the Rockets that are 3-1 up on the Trailblazers. And you've got
Denver, who's up 3-1 on the Hornets.
And beat them last night so fucking bad. The shit was fucking
points?
58 points. It tied the worst playoff loss
in history.
In history. I mean, wow.
Now, over to the East, you got Cleveland, who swept the Pistons, because the Pistons, I think, are on their way out. Right. Bulls and Celtics are tied 2-up. 76ers and Magic are tied 2-up. And the Heat and Hawks are tied 2-up. So there's going to be some more playoff basketball in the East. It looks like the West is going to might have a week off.
Yeah. I mean, because the teams that are in the East, they just seem very evenly matched. You know what I'm saying? There's a bee that's actually flying around in the studio right now, and George is scared as shit.
No, I'm not scared.
That motherfucker stings you on the top of your head. I would be howling. Anyway, so it looks like there could be possible a chance of Kobe and LeBron meeting it.
I think that's what's going to happen.
I mean, meeting in the finals. Anyway, moving on to...
Well, sticking with basketball.
Yeah.
An ex-player who's obviously lost his lid is Jayson Williams. And I'm not talking about the white guard or the guard who played in Duke. We're talking about the guy who spells his name Jayson. So it's Jason.
To recall or jar your memories, Jayson Williams about 4 years ago accidentally killed his limo driver. Fucking around with the gun. And he's obviously, he tampered with evidence to try to make himself look like he didn't do it. He was found, he didn't get brought up on murder charges or anything, or manslaughter charges.
Said he could get retried later.
Yeah, for a civil suit where he had to pay out a lot of money. He's been going through major problems. He's had major problems with drugs. He's had major problems with depression.
Major problems with police and tasers.
Right, which happened the other night. They basically had to roll up in Shorty's crib, taser the shit out of him because he was suicidal. Hotel. He had wrote on the walls, "Mama, I love you." He had fucked shit up in the hotel. This guy's he's had battles just with depression.
Go put him on lithium and go put him on some antidepressants.
Right, before he goes and takes somebody else out. Because, I mean, he's been saying some wild shit, you know. So, he's got a family. Don't be selfish, Jason. Get your shit straight.
On to the NHL.
NHL.
Which we know a lot of you don't pay attention to, but we here at the Uncut Sports Show, we cover all sports.
Yes. Boston closed it out, swept the Canadiens, ate them up. I think they're a front runner in the NHL right now. That's who I
Caps have come back from 3-1 to get it to a Game 7 tonight.
They are tied with the Rangers. New Jersey and who's New Jersey playing?
I can't read that shit. Carolina?
Yeah, Carolina. They're tied at 3. And Pittsburgh
beat the Flyers.
Got rid of the Flyers. So they look good. Our girl Dawn must be very happy about that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Plus Sidney Crosby's sexy.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to more important shit. Anaheim disposed of San Jose, which was a big surprise. And Detroit disposed of the Blue Jackets. And Vancouver annihilated the Blues. And Chicago just got rid of the Capitals. Everybody closed up.
So much like the NBA, it looks like the East is taking their time. The West has got some place to be.
Yeah, the West is closed up.
And speaking of places to be,
we have
going home
out there later.